Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Michael and I work for the New South Wales Department of Education. I am a teacher. I started my teaching journey in Griffith in regional New South Wales, and then I was there for 3.5 years. I was only ever meant to be there for 6 months, but I absolutely fell in love with the community, the parents and the students that I was teaching, which forced me to stay longer than I expected. I then took an interesting career change, and now I'm still with the department, but I'm in a corporate role, working as a senior education officer, and I get to go out to universities and high schools and talk about all of the amazing things that the Department of Education has to offer. In the conscious of time, I'm going to make my slide all appear at once. I normally have an hour to present this presentation, and I can go for an hour and 40 minutes without running out of things to say. So this is the other end of that spectrum. So the New South Wales Department of Education has over 2,200 schools. Within its network, we educate over 800,000 students each and every day. We're actually the largest employer of teachers in Australia and one of the largest employers of teachers in the Southern Hemisphere. We have a diverse range of schools, including schools in the primary space and schools in the secondary space. But we also have schools in exciting locations, including regional, rural and remote New South Wales, and schools in coastal communities and schools in the snowy mountains and so on and so forth. We have schools that are partially selective or fully selective, and we also have technology-based schools and creative and performing arts high schools. So where you could find yourself contextually working may be very different to your traditional understanding of the public system, which is really, really exciting because you absolutely can have a really long and rewarding career, and a dynamic one at that, working in public education. We have over $7.8 billion investment in new and existing works, bringing 2,000 new classrooms to our network, and we're adding 900 additional teachers to that network. It's really important at this point that I do let you know that if you are considering a career as a teacher, absolutely in New South Wales we have a growing population, which does mean there are more students in our classrooms, which consequently means that there is absolutely a demand for high quality teachers in our network. We are seeing an international global shortage for mathematics teachers, so for all of you who've studied mathematics, absolutely you should consider a career in teaching and start that career with the Department of Education, and then allow that to be your global passport throughout the world. We are also seeing a demand for science teachers with a focus on physics, chemistry and biology in that order. And we are seeing a demand for computing and TAS trained teachers as well. So essentially everyone in the room, I've got a job for you. We also have scholarship opportunities and schools of the future. So our scholarship opportunities, for those of you who still have 1 or 2 years to go on your degree, you absolutely can apply this year to be a recipient of the scholarship for the 2020 program. I don't have enough time to go through it all, but we also have another scholarship that's not up on the presentation, which is our Teach Maths Now scholarship, which is up to $50,000 equivalent upfront course contribution fees, a part-time job while you're studying, and then a permanent teaching position as well. In regards to careers with the Department of Education, I also can encourage you to apply for a corporate career with the department through I Work for New South Wales, choosing the agency of the Department of Education. We're the second largest department in the New South Wales government portfolio, and we're a quarter of the state budget. So there's absolutely room for huge career growth and opportunities with us. You could find yourself working in our IT directorate. This year alone, we added 500 new roles to that area. And following on from one of the previous speakers who was talking about careers that aren't necessarily in a tech-centric environment, the Department of Education is absolutely a place where you could find yourself working and springboarding your career. You could also find it, for our statisticians in the room, you also could find yourself working in the Centre for Statistics, Education and Evaluation, and we also have flexible working arrangement opportunities as well, and it's a fantastic place to work, and you absolutely will be making a difference in a young person's life. That's all that I have time for. Please consider a career in teaching. If that's not for you, then absolutely please consider a career in our corporate space, and congratulations on making it this far in your own education.